So the first one deals with a common situation that happens on every project, as we know, and we'll see it's headed here, not confusingly or surprisingly, it's headed delay, suspension and acceleration. So that's good, we all know what it's about. And then the subheading is delay and extension of time. Again, all sounds fairly innocuous. We know exactly where to look when we find a delay event. So then we read the actual clause. So it starts at 23.1, which is great. We'll see later clauses that start at subclause 21 and subclause 38 and things like that, and we get an idea of the complexity of the clauses. But this one starts at 23.1. So far, so good. No cause for panic, right? So subcontractor shall bring the works to completion by the date for completion. That's typical. You've got a fixed date. That denotes a fixed date. The date for completion is usually indicated in a program. And we all know what a Gantt chart is, right? Where you've got a visual depiction of what works are concurrent and what works are consecutive on the completion of prior works, and how the program is mapped out visually. We're all aware of that. So that's a visual representation of the path to the date for completion, and we're familiar with that. So far so good. All right. So while the subcontractor may achieve completion before the date for completion, the principal has no responsibility or duty of care to do or refrain from doing anything to enable the subcontractor to achieve that result. Okay, that's fine. Now what? So if the subcontractor is or will be delayed in completing the works by one or more of the events referred to in clause 23.4a. So we'll see that later, but those are qualifying causes of delay. And we understand what that means, right? So not everything that has the potential or the capability of delaying the progress of works to practical completion by the date for completion qualifies the contractor who's delayed for an extension of time. So we get that. So far, so good. All right. So if a qualifying delay event occurs, in other words, is 23.3a, and if immediately and within no more than 2 business days of commencement of the delay. Now, we've got an obligation that follows that, but that constrains the period of time that you have within which to comply with what follows. So just park that. You've got 2 business days to do what follows. So if the subcontractor within those 2 business days gives the principal a detailed written claim for an extension of time, okay, together with an electronic copy of the program. So we know what a program looks like. It's usually in the form of a Gantt chart. Current at the date of the applicable cause of delay. So you've got to produce the program as it was at the time immediately before the commencement of the qualifying cause of delay. Okay, together with an electronic copy of the program, which is accurately marked up to demonstrate the effect of the delay on the critical path. So we understand critical path impact? Yeah? Okay, so, all right, so we haven't got to the end of it yet. So these are preconditions to what? We don't know yet, we'll see. And in the case of an ongoing delay, so if there's a qualifying cause of delay, if you provide a marked up copy of the program that maps out the critical path impact on a version that represents the path to completion of works that applied immediately before the commencement of the qualifying cause of delay, and if the delay is an ongoing delay, the subcontractor also gives the principal a notice every 5 days after the initial written claim until the cessation of the delay, which provides details of the status and details of the delay. So you've got to say where you're at, and you've got to say what the residual impact of the particular qualifying cause of delay that you've notified in the first place is as at the date that is at 5 day, or as at every date that is at 5 day intervals from the initial date of the cause of delay itself when it commenced. And if you've done all that, then the subcontractor shall be entitled to an extension of time as assessed by the principal acting reasonably.